Marhaba.
Marhaba.
That's not
Is that not how you pronounce it?
marhaba.
Marhaba?
Stop. It's a language. Don't make fun of it.
I'm not.
You're insulting.
I'm
I
actually
was about
not.
to say my culture, but
Your white culture?
my white culture.
I'm appropriating white culture.
Yes.
I am white.
Okay, well, welcome back.
Hi.
It has been a time.
It's been too long.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a few months, actually.
Crazy thing, me and Ben, can't talk to each other.
Nope.
Outside of the podcast.
I mean, we can.
Yeah, I mean, we do.
But we do like to save conversations for this.
So literally, I'll ask him a question. He'll be like, no, wait to the podcast.
And then we'll get here and we'll be like, what do we even talk about?
Yeah.
It's...
Oh my God, it's so bad.
But
So
yeah,
I don't even know anything that happened over his summer.
No.
Because
I have a brief idea of what happened over hers, but I don't know the intricacies of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
So-
has no idea what I did.
Nope, not at all. Why don't you tell me?
All right. We're going to get right into this, huh?
Mhm.
So, my summer was interesting. I went to my dad's house, which is in
Wow.
Connecticut,
Ooh.
New England. Oh my gosh. You know how many people think New England is in England?
What?
There are so many people that don't know that New England is in America.
Did they not learn?
I guess not. Okay, literally I'll tell them that oh yeah, I'm going to New England for the summer. And they'll be like, "Oh, I've never left the country." And I was like, "Yeah, me neither."
I'm not.
I'm literally going to the north.
Why was that such
I had to catch my breath.
to the north?
I'm out of breath.
I forgot to drink water before this.
I did too.
Oh my.
Okay, let's not do that.
Whoopsies.
Okay, but yeah, I hung out with my dad this summer. I went to Six Flags.
I also went to Six Flags.
Yeah. I did the typical summer stuff, but one interesting thing that happened this summer
Yeah.
was I did P90X,
Oh my God.
which is a workout program.
Why? What? How? When? Where?
See, okay, here's the thing. I'm kind of I'm not afraid to admit I'm kind of self-conscious about my weight and
Yeah.
how skinny I am. I have been around 122 pounds for the last 2 years.
That's.
I
yeah.
don't gain weight. I don't lose weight. I've been at this stable weight for 3 years now.
Yeah.
And this P90X wasn't necessarily a way to break my metabolism because I don't think I can. I'm sure it will with time, but
yeah,
for
once you
now,
get older, you'll probably
for now I'm just skinny, and that's
Yeah.
okay. But it did help to make me feel more comfortable because now I'm skinny,
Yeah.
but at least I look good skinny.
Yeah.
It's a good skinny instead of
It's
just
a-
a malnourished little boy skinny.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Yeah, no, if you pull back his shirt, it's just ribs. There's nothing.
thanks.
It's a rib and a spine.
I mean, yeah. I don't like it, but I'm stuck with it for now.
Wait, so how did you why P90X?
Well,
Out of all the things that you could have done.
if you don't know, my dad he used to be a senior chief in the Navy.
Yeah.
So he kind of had to be bulky.
Mhm.
So he had P90X, and he was like, I want to get more into shape. So he made me and Nick do it as well. My brother Nick.
Oh my God, Nick did P90X.
Yeah. And honestly, I actually enjoyed doing it. It was a fun experience.
Yeah.
The worst thing about it, though, surprisingly, wasn't even the workout program at all. It was the shakes. Protein shakes are literally the worst thing in the world.
Yes, protein shakes. Well, it depends on the protein shake because I've had some really good protein shakes.
Yeah. Our teacher is making hand gestures and signals to us just mocking us. She's not telling us anything.
Oh.
She's literally just mocking us behind the glass. But yeah, um, protein shakes are actually the worst thing ever. I
No.
hate drinking protein shakes.
See, I like drinking some protein shakes. Like some protein shakes, I'm like, okay, why are you putting like kale into a shake? Like that's just gross. But then like the peanut butter and chocolate protein shakes,
I had those kinds.
you
like,
didn't like them?
I had like, I think the 3 that I had was vanilla, chocolate, and banana.
Okay,
I didn't
don't
like 'em.
like fruit, so I wouldn't like banana. But like I've had vanilla and chocolate ones, and they're actually pretty good.
I don't know,
But
man.
like the ones that you get at like the gourmet like shake places where they put like kale and like all this nasty stuff into it, I don't do those. But some protein shakes, just like the regular like vanilla protein shakes, I actually like those. Those aren't that bad.
I'm just saying, when the worst part of a workout is the protein shake, it's a pretty good workout, I guess. Cause like the whole time I was working out, like afterwards, I was just like, oh, I have to drink that protein shake. I really don't want to drink that protein shake, but I have to gain protein.
That's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
I feel like that's a good representation of
That's
who I am.
Yeah. You're like fine doing the workout, but it's just oh my god, the protein shake.
Oh, that protein
That
shake.
protein shake.
It's the little things that make me
Yeah.
irritated.
Oh my god.
Like
Oh,
protein shakes.
like protein
I hate protein shakes. They are awful, and they are the only reason why I didn't want to do it.
Oh my god.
Like, halfway through.
Really? See, that's whack.
I do feel a lot better. I look better, and I'm definitely happier.
Got some more meat on you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not necessarily. It's kind of just toned,
Yeah,
but
sure.
because I don't gain weight, it doesn't happen. So
You just look fuller.
yeah,
Yeah. Your face isn't as
malnourished.
yeah.
Plus, I just don't have a big appetite. Like
See.
some days I'll go by and eat only like 500
Okay,
calories.
that's the weird thing though. I don't eat a lot. Like you've seen me. I don't eat a lot of food.
Mhm.
And yet I am considered like not skinny.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't think I'm fat. I'm nowhere
You're a
close
normal
to
weight.
fat. Like I'm a normal weight. But like if you look at what I eat and then you look at my body, you would think that I would be like malnourished. But
Yeah.
I'm not. And it's just weird. I think I have like a really slow metabolism.
Probably.
Because I just like I can't lose weight. Like I can go without eating for like a few days and I won't lose any weight. Like it's weird.
And it's not like a self thing. Like I'm not making myself not eat. I just don't get hungry very
Yeah,
often.
no, I'm the same way. Like I just don't. People always like if they look at my lunch, literally my lunch right now is like carrots, hummus, and that's it.
Sometimes,
That's my lunch.
like yesterday, for example, I didn't eat lunch, didn't eat breakfast, and I had dinner at like 6 p.m. and I was
Yeah.
fine all day.
Yeah, that's like an average
Yeah.
day for me.
I don't eat often, and it's not like a I'm starving myself kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
I just don't get hungry. I don't have a big
No,
appetite.
people like get concerned. Like they'll see me eat like barely anything for lunch, and then they'll be like, "Oh, are you gonna have? Did you have breakfast this morning?" I was like, "No," and they're like, "Oh, are you gonna have a big dinner?" And I'm like, "Probably not." And
Yeah.
they're like, "Are you like?" People assume that I have like an eating disorder or something, and I'm like,
No.
"No, I just don't get hungry."
And when I do eat, I almost exclusively eat healthy food. I don't really like sweetie. I don't like
Yeah.
sweet things, really.
See, I used to, but then I kind of trained myself out of that.
Yeah, I eat a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables.
See, I don't eat a lot of fruit because I don't like fruit. Little
I
fun
love
fact
fruit.
about me. I don't know if I've talked about that, but I hate fruit with a burning passion.
Why? Like all fruit?
All fruit. I cannot. I don't know. I don't.
You
I
don't
think
like
it's
strawberries?
Mm-mm. I think it's just like a texture thing. Like I'm very like texture heavy with what I eat. Like if I don't like the texture,
Is it because it's like juicy?
I think so.
You don't like juicy things?
Mm-mm. It's weird. I know.
Like biting into a pear must be like the worst thing ever for you.
Yeah, I've never done.
It's like the
it.
juiciest fruit.
So it's yeah. So I don't like fruit, but I freaking love vegetables. Like I am obsessed with vegetables.
Vegetables are great.
So that's literally like all I eat. It's
Yeah.
great.
Anyway, I'm sure that
Mhm.
was really, really interesting to hear us talk about protein shakes
Oh,
and our
yeah.
eating habits.
Should I talk about my summer now?
Go for it.
My summer started with a car crash.
Okay.
I wrecked my car.
That does not surprise me,
That
actually.
was so mean.
She is the worst
I'm
driver on
a
the
really
planet.
good driver.
You're actually
okay?
not, though.
No, I am. Okay, I hit one turn wrong with you in the car, and
She's
all of a
awful.
sudden I'm an awful driver.
She is.
I don't speed.
I almost flew out the window, and I
You
was wearing a seatbelt.
Anyways, so I got into a car crash. This guy like turned in front of me, not giving me enough time to like put on the brakes.
Oh, it was
so
his fault.
Yeah, it was his fault. Shut up. He just like gave me a very incriminating look. Anyways, so he turned in front of me. I head on hit him. I T-boned him. Like head on collision. Todd, which was my car, did not make it. He got totaled. Yeah, I named my cars.
See, that's weird. Okay.
Ooh.
Men tend to name their cars females, but women apparently name their cars men.
Well, my car now, her name is Bethany.
Oh, right. That is the worst.
I like the name Bethany.
I'm sorry if you're listening to this and your name's Bethany, but your name is awful.
Your name is really pretty. I really like the name
I
Bethany.
don't. Beth, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Bethany?
I like
Ugh.
Bethany. It's very like it's giving me a lot of sass, and I like it.
Bethany?
Sorry, I've been
Beth?
watching
Beth is way more sassy than Bethany.
Bethany. No, Bethany is like. Anyways,
Beth is like
so
Wednesday
no,
Addams.
I
I
get-
get that vibe from Beth.
I get like really sassy, like PTA mom. I need to speak to your manager when I hear the name Bethany.
That's an annoying sassy though. That's not even like a cool
I didn't
sassy.
say it was like. Okay. Anyways, we're getting off track. So I wrecked my car, completely totaled. R.I.P. Todd.
Bye, Todd.
And that was I love Todd. I still love him. He was amazing. I got out very uninjured. I had the worst injuries in the entire accident. My whole entire right knee, the skin was gone.
Ouch.
My toe was broken,
Ouch.
and where my seatbelt was, I had like really bad like burn, and I actually like the seatbelt ripped off some of the skin on my shoulder.
Ouch.
Yeah. And like all around like my waist where my seatbelt was, I just had like one big bruise.
Mm.
So it was bad. So like I couldn't walk for a couple of days, which was awful. Cause little fun fact about me, I hate doing nothing. If
I do too.
like if I cannot just sit and do nothing. Like I have to be doing something. I can't just sit and watch TV, which is why I knit. So it gives me something to do
That's-
while I'm watching TV.
I might take up knitting because
It's-
I have the same
I
problem.
can teach you. Oh my god, yes. Anyways, so I got in a car crash, car totaled. Next week I went on a road trip with my grandfather. Yeah. Cause I was literally like
Back to the shack, huh?
we have been planning this road trip for like 3 months now. My grandfather was so excited, and I was like, I'm not missing out on this road trip, even though my doctor was like, you can't go on the road trip. I was like, no, I'm going on the road trip. So I went on the road trip. It was really fun. I went up to the Ark experience and the Creation Museum.
Right. What is that?
Like creation, like in the Bible, there's a whole like museum
Oh.
about like
Where's it
Genesis.
at?
Kentucky, I
Oh.
think. Yeah,
Kentucky.
Kentucky. So that's where we went. We went up to Kentucky, and we took like a little camper and we camped out. It was really fun. And then I got back, and like that very next week, I started my Summer Language Institute.
Which is all she can talk about.
Listen, it was really fun. I think I talked about it before we like went away for the summer, but basically I took Arabic for 6 weeks straight. All I spoke was Arabic for 6 weeks straight. Well, not 6 weeks. It was more like 3 weeks. We just intense. First couple of weeks, we didn't really speak all Arabic because we didn't know any Arabic. But it was really fun, and it was surprisingly easy. That may have just been me and like the way that my brain works, but like I caught on to Arabic really quickly. Like it made sense to me. And so now I really love it, and I'm actually continuing it this semester, dual enrolled at UNG.
Right.
University of North Georgia, if you don't know what UNG is. And so I'm actually thinking about majoring in it now.
Wow. You
which
switch
is really
majors more
cool.
than the temperature switches.
Yeah. This is like the first thing that I've actually been like, okay, I can actually see myself doing this. This is gonna be like what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's really fun. So yeah, Arabic. I can now speak Arabic,
That's cool, man.
which is really cool. And it surprisingly comes in handy. And then fun little story about me speaking Arabic. I went to Six Flags over the summer as well. And while we were there, this couple came up to me and they started asking me a question in Arabic. And they were like asking me directions. And like I know, I don't know like left and right, but I know like north, south, east, west. So I just kind of like pointed and said like north, like that way. And they understood, and it was really cool.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Why would
was really
why would
weird.
an Arabic couple ask like some random
Well,
white girl?
because I was speaking Arabic to my friend because we
Oh.
were just like we were waiting in line for one of the rides, and
Okay.
so she was like, okay, well, it was like early in the morning. She was like, I want to hear you speak Arabic. So I was speaking Arabic, and I guess they like overheard me speaking Arabic,
Okay.
and they're like, okay, she knows Arabic. Let's go ask her. And it was really cool. And I also like understood some of what they were saying. I didn't catch like every single word, but I knew like the gist of what they were
Bits
saying.
and pieces. Yeah.
And it was really cool. And also, I found out that I like roller coasters. Like, I assumed that I
Wow.
like roller coasters, but
I'm
now
sure Jan is thrilled with that information.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we went to Six Flags, and my friend was like, "You're riding the roller coasters," and I was like, "No, I'm not." And she was like, "You're riding the roller coasters." So you know what the first roller coaster we go on at Six Flags? Batman.
That one's fun. That one's not even
I know
scary.
it is fun, but it's also like really intense. Don't
No, it's
shake
not.
your head.
Bat-
It is.
Batman is not intense. It's just
I
fun.
have only ever gone.
That is the best ride there, though.
Debatable. I have only ever gone upside down on roller coaster once. So then you put me on Batman.
How old were you?
How old was I?
Yeah.
Like 15. When I went upside down.
Okay, then your fears are just irrational.
Shut up.
I thought you were gonna be like, I was 7, and I was like,
No.
really? You're scared
Like,
of something that you're scared of when
It
you're 7?
wasn't that I was scared of it. It was just I hadn't like done it a lot, and I kind of like forgot what it was like. And then, but I had fun. I really like roller coasters. My favorite roller coaster is Goliath.
That one's alright.
Hmm.
It's pretty fun.
It was really fun. And we rode Goliath at like right when the sun was setting. So we got like to the top of the thing, and we like got to see the sunset for like a quick second, and then we dove down. But it was really fun.
Yeah. I've never been to Six Flags over Georgia. I've just been to the one in New England.
Oh.
But it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just different names, kind of. For some
Yeah,
reason.
I'm sure they don't have the Dahlonega minecart.
No,
in
unfortunately,
New
they don't.
England.
So as of now,
Yes.
we have heard the first episode. We have heard the first 4 episodes of our podcast.
Yes.
Because when we recorded the last one, the 4th one, none of them had been aired yet.
Yeah.
So we now have aired them all,
Yep.
and we know what people think about them.
Yeah.
And how has the response been for you?
Very positive.
Yeah?
Except for very positive to me, not positive to you.
Yeah.
Literally, people have come up and told me, I love the podcast, but I don't want to listen to it because of Ben's voice.
My voice?
Yeah, like just because they know it's you. And so they're like, no, I can't watch it. And I was like,
How many people said that? Because I know one person said that.
3.
Okay. Were they all friends with that one person?
I don't know. Maybe. I think I know who you're talking about. And so, yes.
Then that understands. Because they just don't like me
Yeah.
in general. So I don't really care about their
Yeah.
criticism.
But like everyone else that has come up to me, they're like, oh my God, yes, I loved it. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Watched it. Josh still hasn't listened to it. Oh, wait.
We'll
forgot
talk
to
about that
tell
later.
About that.
My response has been interesting
Oh,
because my friends,
yes.
what they did, okay, this is kind of funny actually.
Oh.
So they got together and they played it like in like a group, and they put on like a laugh track whenever we would say a dumb joke. Just to be like, hey, this is stupid, right? But okay, I'm gonna explain this now.
Yes.
Now that we've got some feedback, and I don't know how it is for you, but I'm just gonna say what this is for me.
Mhm.
This isn't for anyone.
No.
This is like an Instagram page. This is for
Yeah.
us.
It
like,
really is.
This is just a way for us to talk about what's going on with us, and just an outlet to
Yeah,
talk about what
it
we want
really
to talk
is.
about. If you enjoy it and if you want to listen to it, that's cool. Like, that's your prerogative. That's what you want to do. Another thing, this is not a comedy podcast.
No.
We're not trying to make you laugh.
Yeah, this is literally just our conversation.
Like, we are trying, like, yes, we want you to be entertained, and yes, we'll make jokes sometimes. That's not the purpose of this,
No,
though.
it's not.
We are not comedians.
No.
Like, I think we can be funny,
Yeah.
but we're not, like, that's not the purpose of this.
Yeah, and a lot of like our jokes that we'll make are inside jokes.
Yeah.
So like me
Or
and him would laugh.
it's something that we'll think is funny.
but like no one else.
I doubt anyone else will,
Yeah.
though. But this is for us.
Mm-hmm.
This is a way for us to talk and to vent and just to say what's on our minds in a public space.
yes.
It's the same reason someone would have an Instagram page.
or YouTube.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is just our way of talking.
Yeah.
And if you want to listen, that's your deal. Also, so many people have asked me, so what's it about?
I keep on getting that question too, and I don't know how to answer it. I'm like, yeah, no, we just like have conversations, and they're like, well, is there any sort of like, you know,
Someone said this
genre?
to me once. They said, and they weren't even in the conversation. I was like, someone asked me about how my podcast was going, and I was like, oh, it's going great. And someone else that I wasn't even talking to them was like, oh, what's it about? And I was like, it's kind of just a way for me and Grace to talk. It's just our conversations. They literally said riveting and walked away. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Riveting.
Riveting. I was
Oh
like,
my
wow.
goodness. See,
okay.
when people ask me, just because I don't want to make it be like, yeah, no, it's just our conversations, which I mean it is, but I'm like, yeah, no, me and Ben are just so different and contrasting.
I mean,
it's
that-
interesting.
That is what this whole thing is based on.
yeah,
But when you boil it down, it's just a way for us to talk.
yeah,
We're not-
It really is.
We're not like, there's no real goal here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just us talking.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy that, I'm so glad that you do.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you. I thought you were thanking me. I was
No.
like, you're welcome.
No, not you.
So, yeah, besides my douchey friends, I've gotten great
Yeah.
feedback.
It's
yeah.
all been very positive.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
I think our first episode is getting close to like 100 views or something.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people have seen that.
That's cool.
The other episodes have like 20.
Yeah, they're not.
But that's okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Again, I could care less.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to it, cool. It's mainly for us.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
I've listened to it like 5 times, so
Yeah.
like I don't know. I find it entertaining. I like to laugh at like
Literally, I will go back and listen to these and I will like punch myself. I'll be like, why did I say that? That was so dumb.
why am I stupid? Yeah. No, and I'll hear myself. I hate my laugh. Like I just
love it.
hate it.
I think
and
it's
so
so
like
funny.
I'll hear my laugh and I'll be like, "Oh no." Or like sometimes I'll like make a noise, like accidentally just kind of like make a noise, and I'm like, "Oh, no. Why? Why did I do
She
that?"
laughs like a Windex bottle.
It's more like a duck, but okay.
I like the Windex bottle analogy because it goes.
So,
It's like have you seen Friday the 13th?
yeah.
It's like the Jason thing.
Oh no. Thank you. That all the confidence
my
in my
my
laugh.
pleasure. Okay. So I got one person asked me this question.
Yes.
Cuz they listened to it and they were like, you mentioned that Grace used to hate you,
Oh my god.
but you never explained why.
yeah.
So I think we should explain that situation because
Okay.
I don't even know. She's never told me.
It's a very awkward situation. Looking back
Okay.
on it now, it's very funny for me. I get a good chuckle out of it. But
Was there a reason for you to be mad at me? Like, did I do anything?
no,
It's kind of just you.
I was just kind of being petty.
Okay.
I'm a very petty person.
Petty person.
I don't.
Plus, we didn't really know each other.
Yeah. So basically, at GTC, we both became like really close,
Mhm.
and like we kind of were like thinking about dating.
Yeah.
Like it was like, I don't know. It was kind of
Mhm.
just like a.
It was subtle.
Yeah. And then I found out that Molly liked you. And
Mm.
I was like, oh, this is a dilemma.
Right.
This is my moral dilemma. Do I continue to pursue someone that I like, or do I give up that chance for my best friend? And obviously, I was like, okay, I'll give it up. She'll, yeah. So
Mhm.
they started dating, and I kind of like resented myself for it. And
Wow.
so instead of like hating myself, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna hate Ben. And so I put all the hate that I had on for myself
That's
and just kind of
selfish.
threw it on you.
That is so selfish.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's whatever. People get in their emotions and they do things that I'm sure they regret. Like I'm sure you don't stand by like what you did.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
I honestly like I was also a different person. So much
Yeah.
happened over the Christmas break
Yeah, people change.
that like kind of affected me. So now I'm like, yeah, I mean, am I
Yeah.
a different
You're a different person.
Yeah.
You're definitely more mellow than you used to be.
Yeah. I'm also a lot more confident than I used to be.
Yeah.
Which is why I got bangs.
Which is good.
I got bangs. I don't know if we mentioned that,
I
but
think
I got
yeah.
I
Or,
got
no,
bangs.
I don't think we did, but yeah.
I got bangs over the summer. I had been wanting bangs for like 3 years now, and I just didn't have the confidence to get them. And I saw Ben cut his hair, and I had a lot of confidence. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I got bangs.
Was me cutting my hair the incentive?
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, no. Like legitimately, I was like, if Ben can cut all his hair off, I can get bangs.
That was a pretty big change for me.
Yeah, this was a pretty big change for me.
Yeah. Looks good.
Like I cut all my hair off. I have like really short hair, and I got bangs. So.
She sent me a text when she did it, and she was like, "I look like you now," and I was like, "What do you mean?"
Like,
I didn't notice.
Same that I got like different. I got a different haircut.
Yeah, I was like, "Your hair is not super long and curly or super short. I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah. So yeah, I got bangs, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad I could be that for you.
Thank you.
I'm glad I could motivate you.
You're such a good pal.
Thank you.
Such a home slice.
I try to be a good friend.
Speaking of stuff that happened over the summer, me and Josh broke up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a hot topic.
That is a hot topic. I'm not gonna name names or start any drama, but I will tell the story.
Okay.
Basically, someone told him that they had feelings for him, and he realized that he had feelings for her too. It was a girl, by the way, wasn't a guy.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't Ben. And so he realized that he had feelings for her too. So he was like, "Yeah, no, I don't like you anymore. We're breaking up."
But I mean, I'm sure you weren't thrilled with that information. But I mean, in that case, what was he supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
If you have feelings for someone else and you've lost feelings for the person that you're dating, it's best to just
it's best
cut
to
it
just
off
cut it
and
off.
just.
Well, I wish that he had cut it off instantly, because what he did is he was like, I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he like literally refused to tell me anything about the situation, which kind of like upset me a lot, because I was like, I need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
And then he finally told me, and I was like, "Okay, so do you like this person?" And he was like, "I don't know. Yes, maybe. I need to think about it." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Okay, do you still like me?" And he was like, "Yes. I don't know. I need to think about it." And I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? And so I was like,
Men
okay.
can be confusing.
Yeah. Talk about girls being confusing. Guys are confusing. And so we went on like a break.
Right.
Like we were still like, like a break in a relationship.
Yeah.
And so like a week went by, and I was like, okay, if he doesn't know what's going on, I can't, because it was just emotionally stressful for me, because I'm like in this situation. Also, I was at SLI, and so I need to focus on my classes. Like I have to pass this course.
Right.
And so I don't have time to like stress
Worry
about this and lose
guy.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my grades are more important. Like me graduating, because that class was my foreign language credit, and I need that to get into college. So like this is really like me getting into college. This is very important. And so at that point I was just like, okay, I can't deal with this anymore. This is too stressful. This is stupid. I need answers. So I call him, and he still doesn't know. And I'm like, okay, I can't. I just up front, I was like, I can't do this. I can't sit around and wait for you to choose me over some girl. Like I need someone who's gonna choose me regardless,
Yeah.
Like I feel like, in a relationship there shouldn't be that what if. It's like I like you 100%, And so he was like, okay, yeah, I guess we can't be together. And it was just, I say that he broke up with me because he did like say that, but it was kind of like a mutual, just like, okay.
Yeah.
And it was hard. I felt very betrayed.
I mean, just to play devil's advocate,
Mm-hmm.
because I like to do that. I like to make people mad at me by playing devil's advocate. But I'm sure, and I'm sure what he was going through was probably not something that was very pleasant. I'm sure, because he had spent so much time with you, and I'm sure that he really enjoyed being with you.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he's struggling with this ideals that, like, I still like this girl that I've been dating for such a long time.
Yeah.
But there's this new person,
Mm-hmm.
and that I'm sure that messed with his mind a lot.
Oh
and
yeah, no, like
yeah,
totally.
definitely. I'm sure he had to work through a lot. But in your defense, that's not up to you.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have to wait for him to be indecisive.
Yeah.
You have your life to live, and you have things going on in your life, and it's not your, like, you shouldn't have to be the one to be like, okay, you figure out if you want to date me or someone else.
Yeah, like that's just
Yeah.
I'm a catch. And so like,
Yeah,
for
sure.
I need a guy who's like 100% like, I like you.
Yeah.
I don't consider
Communication.
anyone else. Yeah. And yeah. So
Honestly,
it hurt.
like, communication is, like, it sounds so cheesy, but that's actually
It
like
really
the best thing in a
is.
relationship.
It really is.
If I have this mindset that you should never, if you're angry all throughout the day, you shouldn't say goodnight to that person and still be angry.
Mhm.
If you have any problems that you need let out, or if you have any problems with that other person, you need to talk about it before you both go to sleep.
Yeah.
You don't want to wake up and have like that resentment for each other.
Yeah. And that happened a few times, and I should have seen this as like a red flag in our relationship, cuz like I would try to talk
Mhm.
through the problems, like if there's a problem in my relationship, I'm going to face it, and
you have to talk about
you have
it.
to talk through
Exactly.
it. And he wouldn't want to do that.
Mhm.
And so I literally had to get him and like get him to sit down with me in person.
Yeah.
So that we could actually talk about a problem.
Mhm.
And that's just, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to physically sit
Yeah.
you down.
You two are just different people, and you're at a different point in your lives, and
Yeah.
that happens. Not the majority of people don't marry the person they're dating in high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
You grow up, you become different people,
I
and
know.
that's okay.
Mhm.
It happens.
Yeah,
You'll find someone else.
I'm okay with it now.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten through it. I worked through it this summer. It was hard, especially since SLI was like, it was fun, but it was stressful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And so it was like a lot of emotions, because I was like, I don't have time to cry about this. I have to study for my tests in the morning.
Right.
So I didn't really have a chance to like fully process it.
Mhm.
So when I got back from SLI, I was an emotional wreck. Like, I went to a party with my friends. It was her birthday party,
Mhm.
and not like a party like, it was a
Right.
birthday party. And I had to text my mom and get her to call me, saying that there was an emergency at home and I had to come home
Wow.
because I had to leave. Like, I literally could not be
Is
there
she gonna
anymore.
listen to this?
No, I already told her the
Oh, okay.
situation. Yeah.
Okay.
She knows. So,
Okay.
but yeah, no, like literally, I could not be there anymore because I just couldn't be happy. Now I'm happy.
Right.
I worked through it. I cried for like 2 days straight, but I worked through.
Sometimes that's just what you have to
like
do.
you have to do.
Yeah.
You have to work through your emotions, and now I'm like, I'm back out there on the dating
On the
field.
market.
No, I'm not on the.
That's a term.
I don't like that term.
You've never heard that before?
I've heard it. I just don't like it.
Okay, well, she's available.
Yeah. So any guys? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
If you're a man and you're listening to this,
and you're not over the age of 18.
or under the age of, what's your drop off? Because I have a rule for this.
Yeah. I'll date a junior.
Yeah.
I won't date any lower. So
That's my rule. Grade
Yeah.
above, grade below.
grade above, grade below. Yeah. That.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll date. Yeah. So if you're sophomore or freshman, you're out of luck.
Sorry, Grace is not on the market for you.
You are too young, and I am not about to
You
be a
are
pedophile.
you aren't tall enough to ride this ride. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was not the analogy that I intended to make.
Oh my god.
I
That
didn't-
was. Ooh. Okay.
Anyway,
Anyways, speaking of stuff that you discovered over the summer, but this is a segue.
oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so on the last episode with me, Yana, and Grace, me and
Mhm.
Yana kind of made fun of Grace for something, and I kind of feel obligated to share that
Yes.
I'm also interested in that thing now.
Uh-huh.
BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yes.
It is very
Yes.
interesting.
BuzzFeed Unsolved. Oh my goodness.
It's an
Yes.
interesting show.
It is such a good. Okay, we talked about this. Shane and Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
two main characters. People.
Character. I mean, they do play
They're
characters. Yeah.
characters. Shane doesn't believe in ghosts,
Mm-mm.
demons, any of that stuff.
Nope.
Very scientific
Mhm.
minded. Ryan, 100%
He's
believes
a pansy.
in. He's a little whip.
Yeah.
100% believes in everything. So it's such a good show. Their friendship is a lot like our friendship.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
We make fun of each other a lot,
Yeah.
like they do.
Mhm.
But something interesting about that show
Mhm.
is, again, I could take the personalities or leave it. I just like what they're talking about. Okay. And I always get flack for this. I always
He's getting like you can't see it, but he's getting so like excited, like he's jumping up and
No,
down
like,
in his seat.
shut up. I'm not doing that.
Your shoulders.
I'm like tensing up my shoulders, but everyone gets so like they get so judgmental when I say this. I'm interested in serial killers.
Yeah, no,
I think it's
I
interesting.
get that. Oh my god, we should get the serial killer baseball cards. The
That
trading-
actually sounds cool.
Yes,
Let's do that.
They have serial killer trading cards.
We can trade serial killer baseball
I
cards.
will trade you a.
I will trade you 3 Eileen Warnoses for your 1 John Wayne Gacy.
I will trade you 3 Louisiana Axeman for 1 Zodiac.
Ooh, Zodiac is rare, probably.
know.
He's never been caught.
Yeah.
But okay, I don't have to agree with that they killed people. Like I don't have to like I don't have to be like, yeah, killing people's cool. Like I don't have to say that. Like I don't have to agree with their actions. I can still think it's interesting.
Yeah, no, serial killers like their minds. That's interesting.
That's like saying every world history major is a fan of Hitler.
Yeah.
It's like no, they were just interested in Nazi Germany. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
they are like accepting of what he did.
No, when someone's like, yeah, I really like learning about like wars and stuff.
It's like I'm not gonna go kill people.
Yeah. But like yeah, I get that.
Learning is interesting to
Mhm.
me. And I straight up I watched 1 episode and I was so enthralled by it, I took 10 pages of notes
Oh my gosh.
just about that one incident. It's the murder of Natalie Wood. We'll talk about this on a separate podcast cuz I could talk about this for like half an hour.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's interesting. That's the one with the boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Did you know that
Mhm.
Natalie Wood's husband and Christopher Walken may have been gay?
I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got divorced.
Mhm.
And the reason was because her husband cheated on her with a butler, a man.
What?
Yeah. And a
Oh.
lifeguard was like, yeah, I saw Christopher Walken and him like doing some stuff. So yeah, there's an official record that says that they
Oh.
might have been doing something,
Oh.
which makes it a whole lot more interesting,
that's
doesn't
the
it?
thesis. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, I'm there mainly for like Shane and Ryan
Yeah.
and their like character.
We like it for opposite reasons.
Yeah. Like the whole theory about how Shane is actually a demon. Shane
Oh.
is 100% a demon.
I didn't know about that.
Oh, see, fake fan. No.
I
There's
just
like there's like this whole thing that Shane is a demon and that Ricky Goldsworth is actually a
Mhm.
ghost that possesses Ryan and makes him become Ricky Goldsworth.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm there for like the characters
For
and
like
the
the
dynamic.
personalities.
Yeah, he's there for actually what they're talking about.
Yeah, the
Like,
history.
okay, don't
That's
get me wrong.
interesting.
I find what they're talking about interesting. I'm very much
Yeah, and don't get me
enthralled,
wrong. I like those. I like their dynamic.
but I'm more for the dynamic,
Yeah.
and you're more for
The
what
history.
they're talking about.
Yeah.
Although the paranormal episodes, I like the paranormal episodes more than I like,
See, I like the true crime episodes more than I like the paranormal
Yeah.
episodes.
because I really like Shane taunting the demons.
That is pretty fun.
It's very funny. If you haven't watched BuzzFeed Unsolved and have no idea what we're talking about,
Give it a shot.
sorry, but watch it. It's good.
Yeah, give it a shot. I was judgmental about it until I watched it, and I was like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I got Molly into it, too. Yeah.
See, don't be deterred because it's BuzzFeed.
I was like,
yeah.
I'm not going to watch this BuzzFeed garbage.
No, literally.
It's like the one thing on BuzzFeed that's actually good.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Shane and Ryan carry BuzzFeed on their backs. Like, it's the
Funny
only
enough,
good
yeah.
thing.
I mean, they get like 20-something million views.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They're really good. I really like them.
Yeah.
And I need them to come out with a new season soon.
Yeah, they haven't done that in a while.
They came out with the Annabelle episode,
Yeah, I
but it
watched
was just
that.
like a one.
You know, I could have gone there.
What?
Yeah, I could have gone there.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous. I really want to go
My
there.
dad lives like an hour away
That's crazy.
from the Warren
Why
Aquarium.
didn't you go?
I think they shut it down for like rezoning or something, and you need like a bunch of money to get a tour. So sadly,
Yeah.
I would have gone.
Yeah. No, that was like by far my favorite episode. Just 'cause like the chaotic energy. Oh my god, it was so funny. My favorite thing besides all of it, is when like they like are talking and like describing actions, and then they cut away to like the other person doing exactly that thing.
Yeah.
It's funny.
What else are we going to talk about? We're going on 42 minutes.
Yeah.
And we have 11 minutes left to record. I mean, we covered all of our bases.
Yeah.
I really don't want to end it right now, though.
Mm.
I don't want to end it right
Well, too bad. That's all,
now.
folks.
No, we have to talk about something else.
No,
Think
we
of something.
No.
Now, think of something.
No, I refuse. I
Please.
don't want to use my brain. Thank you so much for watching.
That's so awkward. We need to talk about something else.
No, you're just making it awkward. Thank you so much for watching. You can find us on YouTube, the podcast, the Magnet Cast.
The Magnacast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be on
We should get an
Spotify.
Instagram page.
We should.
That's what we need to do.
Yes,
Can you do that?
I can.
Like today?
Today, maybe.
Oh yeah, I might need you to take me home tomorrow.
You got gas money?
Yeah, I have $10.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Now
Now you all know that Grace is taking me home tomorrow because I can't drive.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
And Bethany.
Barely.
Oh my god, you're gonna get to meet Bethany.
Is she a car that actually works?
Yes.
That's crazy. What car is it?
It is a 2011 black Hyundai Elantra.
Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 2011 Chevy Impala. You know JFK was shot in an Impala?
You have a Chevy Impala?
Yep.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Um.
Actually, it's not. Nick made it super gross.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, you have Nick's car?
Yep.
Ooh, I've been in that
It's a
car.
nice car. It's just gross.
Yeah. No, my car's really nice. It runs really well.
I will say that you do keep a very nice car.
Thank
Your
you.
room is not as nice as your car.
No, I
you clean your
cleaned up
room?
my room. It got a complete makeover this
Wow.
summer. Yeah,
That's crazy.
and it has stayed clean. Mm-hmm.
See,
Also, my bathroom got cleaned up too.
if people just clean their room, it's not that hard to keep it clean.
Yeah, like if you like, instead of waiting for it to get like one big mess,
Yeah.
just clean up the smaller messes.
It's so easy.
Like you're
Like,
gonna be cleaning.
It's going to take you
more,
like 5 minutes.
but yeah, it's less time.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I hate having a dirty house.
Me too.
I can't live in a dirty household.
Me neither. My mom's more extreme. 'Cause like I can see the thing for me, I have very bad OCD.
Mm-hmm.
I also am very bad at procrastinating. or very good at procrastinating, I guess. So they kind of just like combat each other.
Clash.
Cause like I want to clean up my room, but I'm lazy. So
You sound like a human being.
yeah.
Most people are like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I have to clean.
I'm
a housewife. That's what Yana called me when she first met me.
I was gonna call you a alien
She called
or
me
a
a
cyborg.
housewife.
Oh my god, you're like one of those maids that are robots from the Jetsons.
Could have just called me a butler.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
You know, a male maid.
I instantly you know the Jetsons, right?
Uh-huh.
You know how they have that like
Yeah.
robot maid? That's like instantly
I knew that's what you were going for, but I was like, she could have just literally called me a butler.
Nope.
All right, well, now that Grace looks stupid, let's end the podcast.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Listening. Thank you for listening. They can't watch us.
Okay. Thank you for listening to our podcast. I swear we'll get good at this one day.
Yeah.
How did we used to end this?
Oh my god, was it the clap and the snap?
I think it was snap clap.
Snap clap.
Or was it clap snap?
I think it was clap.
Clap snap?
It has been a summer. It has been
Thanks for watching. We're going to make these a lot more often now that we're actually back.
Yeah.
Follow us on social media. By the time this is out, it'll definitely be up.
Sure.
It will be.
Now you're holding me accountable. I'll do it in fourth. No, wait, we can't have our phones in fourth block. Never mind. I'll do it
just
in
do it
third
at
block.
home.
I can do it in third block. I might have to do. No, I can do it in third block. I'll just sit in First Sergeant's office.
Don't you have a lunch?
Yeah.
Do it at lunch.
I sit in First Sergeant's room by myself.
Do it then.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, now that you all know that we're gonna
Someone come sit in First Sergeant's room with me. I'm lonely.
All right. Adios. We're gonna have a social media page. I'll put the handle up on screen.
I waved.
I keep saying that I'm gonna put things on screen, and I never do.
You never do. Oh my god, you never do.
I don't like editing. Okay. Adios.
Masalama.
Goodbye.